Welcome. If you're here right now, it's because you're thinking about a specific person and you need answers. The energy pulling you to this reading is incredibly strong, and I need you to pay close attention because what I'm about to reveal is time-sensitive. You've been feeling confused lately, maybe even a little anxious when you think about your person. Your sleep has been restless, and you keep getting this gut feeling that something isn't quite right. Trust that feeling, because Spirit is trying to warn you about something important. The cards are showing me a very complicated situation involving your person, their past, and a third party who is extremely angry right now. This isn't just about jealousy or simple drama, this goes much deeper than that. The fact that you found this reading at this exact moment is not a coincidence. Your guides brought you here because you need to understand what's really happening behind the scenes before things escalate further. Take a deep breath, and let's see what the cards want you to know about this situation. The cards are being very clear about what happened here. Your person was involved with their last ex while they were also building something with you. This wasn't just a friendly conversation or closure, there was real emotional and possibly physical involvement happening. The timeline shows this was recent, probably within the last few months, and it was kept completely hidden from you. Your person was maintaining two connections at the same time, telling each of you different stories about where they were and what they were doing. The third party, this ex, believed she still had a real chance with your person. She wasn't just hanging around hoping for something. Your person was giving her reasons to believe they could work things out, spending time with her, responding to her messages late at night, maybe even making promises about trying again. What makes this situation explosive is how she found out the truth. The cards show she discovered that you exist and that your person has been seriously involved with you this whole time. This discovery happened suddenly, maybe she saw something on social media, or a mutual friend said something, or she found messages on your person's phone. Whatever the method, the truth came crashing down on her all at once, and now she's dealing with the shock of realizing she was being played. Right now, this woman is absolutely furious, and I need you to understand the depth of her anger because it's going to affect you directly. She's not just upset, she feels completely humiliated and betrayed. The cards show she's been telling her friends and family about your person, building up this story about them getting back together, maybe even defending your person when others questioned whether they should be talking again. Now she looks foolish in front of everyone who knew about this situation. She's angry about specific things, the late-night texts your person sent her saying they missed her, the times they met up when they told you they were somewhere else, the intimate conversations where your person talked about their past relationship and what went wrong. She believed all of it was leading somewhere real. What's making her rage even stronger is the realization that while your person was with her, they were also building something serious with you. She feels like she was just an option, a backup plan, someone to keep around while your person figured out what they really wanted. The embarrassment is eating at her because she gave your person another chance after whatever ended their relationship the first time. She opened herself up, made herself vulnerable again, and now she feels like a complete fool. Her pride is wounded, her heart is broken, and right now, her anger is focused on two targets, your person for lying and you for existing in the picture at all. Your person is in full panic mode right now. The cards show someone who is drowning in regret and terrified of losing you specifically. They're dealing with heavy guilt about hurting both you and the third party, but their fear of losing you is what's keeping them up at night. Let me be honest about why they got involved with their ex in the first place. It wasn't because they wanted to get back together or because they love her more than you. The cards show it was a moment of weakness during a time when maybe you two were having some distance or things felt uncertain between you. Old feelings and familiarity pulled them back temporarily. They were confused, maybe even scared about how serious things were getting with you, and they ran back to something that felt safe and familiar. Your person told lies to both of you to maintain both connections. They created elaborate stories about where they were, deleted messages, and kept their phone face down. They justified it in their minds somehow, probably telling themselves they were just figuring things out or that it wasn't really hurting anyone if no one knew. But now everything is exposed and your person is facing the reality of what they've done. The shame they feel is overwhelming. They see clearly now that they risked the real thing, you, for something that was never going to work anyway. They're desperately trying to figure out how to fix this, how to make you understand and forgive them, because losing you is their biggest fear right now. Here's where you need to pay very close attention, because this third party is planning to reach out to you soon, possibly within the next few days or even hours. The cards show she's gathering information right now, going through old messages, taking screenshots, and preparing everything she wants to tell you. Her intention is to make sure you know the full truth from her perspective. She wants you to see the messages your person sent her, know about the times they met up, understand the promises that were made. Part of her motivation is revenge against your person for making her look stupid, but there's another layer here too. She still wants your person, and she believes that if you leave them because of this information, she might have another chance to make things work. She's convinced herself that you deserve to know the truth, which is partly genuine but also convenient for her goals. The cards show she's also planning to make some of this public. She might post something vague on social media that people who know the situation will understand. She's been talking to mutual friends, sharing her side of the story, positioning herself as the victim who was deceived. Her timeline for reaching out to you is very soon because her anger is still hot and she wants to act before your person has a chance to explain things their way first. Spirit is asking you to step back and see this situation from a higher perspective before you make any decisions. Yes, what your person did was wrong. The lying and the sneaking around were hurtful and broke trust. But Spirit wants you to understand that this situation is revealing itself now for a reason, not to destroy your connection, but to test it and ultimately make it stronger if that's meant to be. The lesson here is about truth, accountability, and whether people can grow from their mistakes. Your person is being forced to face the consequences of their actions and decide what they really want. This moment is showing you who they truly are under pressure. Spirit is warning you to be careful about how much weight you give to what the third party tells you. Her information might be factual, but it will be filtered through her pain and anger. She's going to present things in the worst possible light because she's hurt and because she has her own agenda. This doesn't mean you should dismiss what she says, but you need to hear your person's side directly and make your own assessment of the truth. The divine message here is that people do make mistakes, especially when they are confused or scared about something real and meaningful. The question isn't whether your person messed up, they clearly did. The question is whether they are genuinely remorseful, whether they understand what they risked and why it was wrong, and whether they are willing to do the real work to rebuild trust. Spirit is also reminding you that this situation is actually showing you the depth of your person's feelings for you. Their panic and fear about losing you specifically reveals that you are the one who truly matters to them. Here's exactly what you need to do. First, when the third party reaches out, and she will, receive the information calmly. Don't react emotionally in the moment, don't defend your person, and don't attack her. Just listen and take in what she's saying. Thank her for telling you and then take space to process it. Don't let her rush you into making decisions or promise her anything about what you'll do with the information. Before you confront your person, get clear on what you actually need to know. Write down your questions. You need to ask them when this started, how many times they saw each other, what was said between them, And most importantly, why they did it and why they kept doing it. Watch how they answer. Are they defensive and making excuses, or are they taking full responsibility? Are they minimizing what happened, or are they being completely honest even when it makes them look worse? Red flags to watch for include blaming you for their choices, saying it didn't mean anything as a way to dismiss your feelings, or getting angry that you're asking questions. Green flags include genuine remorse without excuses, being willing to answer every question, even the hard ones, giving you space to process your feelings, and offering concrete actions to rebuild trust like therapy or complete transparency. Set clear boundaries about what you need moving forward. This might include no contact with the ex, access to their phone, or couples counseling. Protect yourself emotionally by taking real time before deciding whether to continue this relationship. Don't rush forgiveness and don't let anyone pressure you to get over it quickly. Trust your gut above everything else. If something still feels off even after explanations and apologies, honor that feeling. The cards are showing two very different paths forward depending on the choices you make. If you choose to work through this with your person, the energy shows a difficult few months ahead but ultimately a much stronger foundation. Your person will need to prove themselves through consistent actions, not just words. The relationship that emerges from this will be built on real truth and deeper trust than before. You'll both grow individually and together through this challenge. However, if you choose to walk away, the cards show a period of grief followed by surprising new opportunities opening up for you. Within 2 to 3 months, you'll meet someone new who values you properly from the start, or you'll rediscover yourself in ways that make you wonder why you stayed as long as you did. The third party will eventually move on and find her own peace, regardless of what you decide. If your person does the inner work, they'll transform into someone more honest and self-aware. The timeline for resolution is roughly 2 to 3 months, meaning you'll have clarity about which path is right for you by then. Remember, you hold all the power in this situation. Your person's future, your heart, your peace, these are yours to protect and decide about. Trust yourself. You know deep down what you need to do. Drop a comment below sharing which path you're leaning toward or if this resonated with your situation. Like and subscribe for more guidance. If you need a personal reading for deeper clarity, check the description box. You've got this.